So, hello viewers, hello students, and all teachers and viewers in SciMath Academy of Learning who are watching live today. We all know we have already solved model paper 1 of SLC MCQ pattern that is officially put in KSSB by the government of Karnataka. We all know we have already solved it. If you have not still watched the video, it is in our page, SciMath Academy of Learning page, and also in our YouTube channel called SciMath Videos. We'll also put in the description box. Kindly go and watch if you have not watched the solved model paper 1. Okay, now today, as we all know, we are solving the model paper 2, the MCQ pattern that is officially given by the government. So today we have model paper 2, again 40 questions to solve. So let us be quick and let us start. So before starting, my suggestion for all of you is, I hope you already taken the printout of this 2 MCQ Xerox copies of this question papers. You will get all the question papers, take a Xerox of it and start practicing. Okay. So now, and also I request all of you to kindly like this Facebook page, follow us, and also in the our YouTube channel, kindly go to our YouTube channel and subscribe us, and this is what you can do for us for our efforts. So thank you. Let us quickly jump in. Last model paper, I had told you few tips, few suggestions, a few important concepts that we should remember and which are important concepts based on which the question may appear. Even today, I will be handling few questions and also be telling you few important concepts, telling you few tips and how to solve it very quickly and very effectively. Okay, so let us start. Let us quickly jump into solving the question paper. Okay, so now first question. Okay, the values of x and y which satisfy the linear equation. So linear equation is given. So this is the linear equation. The same type of problem we had solved. The same question was there in the model paper 1. It is there in both model papers, so you can definitely expect one question in the exam. 90% chances are there it might come in your examination, because this question is both repeated in, same type of question is repeated in both official model papers. So now they are asking us to find the value of x and y. Okay, it is very easy. Last class I have told you it is by trial and error method. See the options and see whether which of the options satisfies, and you get answer 16, like you do in graphical method. No, you put x value, then you find y value. Similarly here, see the option. I'll go to the first option. The first option says x equal to 5 and y equal to 2. Okay, whether it is right or not, let us check. Let us put the value into the linear equation. Okay, so the first equation I will put, in place of x I put 5, in place of y I put 2. Okay, let us check this. 2 into 5. What is 2 into 5? It is 10. 3 2s are, it is 6. 10 plus 6 is 16. 10 plus 6 is 16. So 16 is here and again 16 is here. So therefore, this option is the right option. Okay, this is the right option. So option A is the correct answer to the first one, because see, it is satisfying 16 and 16. Now no need to check other option itself. Easily it is satisfied. Again we have 3 options. No need to do itself. Immediately the trial and error method we have got, for one option itself we have got the answer. So this is the question. This is the option is answer. Option key answer is the A1. In your OMR sheet, you should, when in your exam, you know how to mark it. Should neatly mark the option A for the first question. Let us go to the second question. Second question is also from the linear equation. Okay, second question is also comes from the linear equation. Linear equation. Okay. By solving the pair of linear equations, by solving the pair of linear equation, okay, linear equation they are given, x plus y is equal to 8, 2y minus x is equal to 1. Find the values of x and y, and this is nothing but, we know in earlier, the 1 year back when they had the full syllabus, we had 3 methods to solve this. We had 4 methods actually to solve the linear equation, pair of linear equation. You know, one method was elimination method, substitution method, cross multiplication method, and graphical method. This year, since the 30% was reduced, we learned only 2 methods. We learned the elimination method and we learned the graphical method. So let us solve this by the elimination method. Okay, so now we know how to solve the elimination method. First step is to bring it to the general form. Okay, for general form of the first equation, x plus y minus 8 equal to 0. This is the general form of first equation. This one. Okay, see here, y is in the first term and say x is next. So let us rearrange it and put x first. X, you also take the sign, minus x plus 2y. 1 will come to the left hand side, it becomes minus 1 is equal to 0. So now let us solve. We know in the elimination method, when the signs are same, we will put one more opposite sign here and cancel. Here no need to put opposite sign itself, because directly if you add, x and x is getting cancelled. So I will directly cancel. Plus x minus x cancels off, x term is gone. So now add this both. 1y plus 2y is 3y. Okay, minus 8 minus 1, same sign, add it, put the same sign, 8 plus 1 is 9 is equal to 0. Next 3y is equal to 9 will go that side. Y only we want y, 9 by 3, y is equal to 3 1s are 3 3s are, y is equal to 3. Now stop, just check the options, no need to find x. Why to waste time by finding x also here? We are not solving the problem, no? Like in exam. We just need to select the option, right? So what is the option? See, if you see the option here, y is equal to 3 comes from only one option. Option A tells y is equal to 5, wrong answer. Option B tells y is equal to 4, wrong answer. Option C tells y is equal to 3. This is the right answer. So you will select answer for this is option C. Option C is the right answer. Let us select the option C. That's all. So I hope this also it is more expected, because you used to solve it for 2 marks. Now for 1 mark you are solving, so you should be very smart when you solve. No need to solve x and y like all the methods like you used to do so neatly. No need to do. Just quickly, in all your papers, last 3 pages they'll give working sheet. In working sheet you go quickly solve them. Be smart enough. Don't waste time by doing entire steps from 1 to last, because nobody is going to check your steps. What they're going to do is check your right answer, whether it is right or not. So be smart, select the right option. Okay. Let us go to the next one. So the next question is the standard form of quadratic equation. They're asking us the standard form of quadratic equation. Okay, they're given one quadratic equation which is not in the standard form. Okay, this is not in the standard form. We have to arrange it in the standard form. How to arrange it? You have to substitute, rearrange it. Okay, solve it. So 4 5s are 20x, 4 3s are 12. Next, bring everything to the left hand side and bring it in a general form. So general form is 3x. This comes here minus 20x. This comes here plus 12 is equal to 0. When the numbers shift from one side to other side, the sign will change. Okay. So I am bringing 28 this side, 12 this side, and this is the general form. The general form of quadratic equation is ax square. This is the general form. So we are kept in the general form itself. So which option this satisfies? If you see here in the options given, the option D will satisfy this one. So be very careful, because what they do, everything looks similar. The sign will be changed, the option. So be very careful. See whether where this answer is there, and you mark it in the OMR sheet. So option D is the right answer for third question. So let us quickly go to the next question. So next question is the pair of coincident line in the following are. In options they are given 4 pair of linear equation, and they are asking us to find which is coincident line. Okay, we know the equation of coincident line. What is the equation of what do you mean by coincident line? 2 lines which are one on the other. Okay, one on the other, 2 lines. It is just overlapping, means same line. So when it is coincident, what is the equation? We know the equation B1 B2 is equal to C1 by C2. That means all the coefficients are same. Okay, it will be same, means see this ratio A1 by A2, B1 by B2, C1 by C2 ratios will be same all through, because it is same line. Just one on the other. Okay. If you check in the options, okay, these are the options. See, I will quickly write the option. Okay, this is the first option. If you see, okay, you see the first option. Okay, A1 and A2. See here, A1 is 1, nothing is there. Okay, A2 is 3. B1 is minus 2 and 4. Again, there is no C term only for this one, and this also does not have C term. This has a C term, this does not have a C term. So this first one will not satisfy. It is not a coincident line because if you see the coefficients and substitute in the equation, it is not becoming equal. No, it is 1 by 3, it is minus 2 by 4, it is 0 by 20, it is not all equal. So this line is what line? It is intersecting line. No, all are different, the coefficients are different. So let us go to the next one. Next option, option B I am writing. Okay, 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. If you see here, okay. So now I will write this coefficient 2 by 4, a is equal to 3 by 6 is equal to, actually this is supposed to be in general form, it becomes minus 9 by minus 18. So minus can see everything is double. 2 ones are 2 twos are, 3 ones are 3 twos are, 9 ones are 9 twos are, half. All the coefficients are the same. So then means it is same lines. Both see this, just observe this, just double. See here, 9, 18, 3, 6, 2, 4, double. This is how you will look into it. You will no need to do everything like this. Just be very smart enough. How you will know whether it is intersecting line? Just see if the coefficients are different. Okay, it is intersecting line. How you will know it is parallel line? Just see if A coefficient, B coefficient are same. C coefficient will be different for parallel line. You know that. For coincident line, okay, what it will be? The A coefficient, see, it is just double. Coefficients will be double. How? See here itself, you take common 2, it will become the same equation only, no? If you take common, so it will be just double. Remember like this, okay? If it is coincident line, all the one coefficient will be double the other. Okay, that is how you need to quickly find it. No need to do so much also. Quickly see and just mark it off. Okay, that's all. Is fourth one. So this is option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Let us quickly go to the next question. Next question is. Okay, we finished 4 questions. The next question is 5th question. Okay. 5th question, if you see, okay, this is based on a small formula that was there in AP. Okay, the formula is like this. This formula you should remember: Sn minus Sn minus 1 is equal to An. Okay, this is the formula you need to remember. Kindly note it down somewhere. You may get one question based on this. Okay, so here it says the sum of first 15 terms of arithmetic progression is 468. Okay, sum of 15 terms. Notice Sn. Okay, yes, 15. Is equal to 465 sims, okay, and the sum of first 14 terms is 406. See here, see this equation. Sn minus 1, okay, S15, 1 less than this one, 1 less than is 14. If you subtract these both, what you will get? You will get An, means the term at that place, term at the 15th place. So they are asking us, then find the 15th term, okay. So what is the 15th term? See, S15 minus S14 should be equal to A15, right? See, according to this formula, n and n say, n minus 1 means is 15 here. So 15 minus 1 is 14, therefore it is like this form. So An is the answer you will get. How you get the An? Let us subtract these both. 465 minus 406 is equal to A15. So A15. At the A15 position, what is the number? 465 minus 406. If you subtract it, you will get option, you will get answer 59. So 59 is the right answer, and it is at option B. Option B is the right answer. They need to mark on the OMR sheet. Kindly remember this formula. I hope you understood this formula. This formula is Sn minus 1. Okay, 14 and 1. It will be 1 at 1. See a term, 15 term and 14 term. Okay, one below the other, one above the other. Okay, when you subtract these both, you will get at that position. Now, what is the number at that position you will get? This formula, remember, you may get one question from this, because earlier scheme also there used to be 1 or 2 problems based on this. Okay, let us quickly go to the next question. Next is again from the AP. It is again very easy. Okay, they are asking us, they are given as arithmetic, the 20th term of the arithmetic progression. This is the arithmetic progression given. So they are asking us A20. We know the formula for this one. An is equal to A plus n minus 1 d. This is the formula to find the An. So this is, we have to find A20. A is the first number. N is 20. Okay, 20th number. We have to find D. What is the common difference? If you see, AP is nothing but a series which has a common difference. Same common difference. That is AP. You all know that. So what is the common difference here? You can see it is increasing 4, 4, 4 itself. So you directly write 4. Okay. So 1 plus 19 into 4. Okay. How much is 19 into 4? Okay, 19 into 4 is how much? If you be very careful when you're in an exam, if you don't do overconfident, okay, sometimes what will happen when you're in an exam, you will be a little stressed, so there's something you will put immediately and something, so even if you know, kindly do, okay, 4 9s are 36, 3 here, 4 1s are 4, 76, 76 plus 1 is 77, so option A is the right answer, okay. In exam, okay, kindly, even if it's small number, kindly do multiplication, don't be overconfident, because sometimes we go error, okay. So anyhow, still then if you go wrong also, we will have options here, we can then also cross verify, okay. So option A is the right answer for this question. Let us quickly go to the next question. This was very easy. Next, 7th question, okay. 7th question, x, 8, 11 and y are the consecutive terms of arithmetic progression. It seems this is the arithmetic progression, okay. They are asking to find the value of x and y. Find the value of x and y. Here, if you know the concept of AP, very easy it is, no? What is the concept of AP? I just now told. AP means a series, number series, just same common difference all through the series. Okay. See, how do we get the common difference? Just substitute this A2 minus A1. The next term minus the previous term. Okay. See, I can find the D by using these two numbers. 11 minus 8 is 3. You can see there is 3 increase here. So again there will be 3 increase, no? So again if I increase 11 plus 3, it will be 14. So how you will get the first term? Okay. How do you get the 8? By adding one number here to 3, no? So you subtract it. 8 minus 3 is 5. So this is the series 5 and 14 are the value of. So this answer is D option, 5 and 14. Okay. This you have to select. It is very simple. Just you need to know the concept of AP. What is the right concept of AP? If you know, you can solve it. Let us quickly go to the 8th question. So 8th question, if you see again, it is from AP. It is also the same 8, x, 20, okay, are in the arithmetic progression. Then find the value of x. See, there are different methods to approach. See, what I want to teach you is to be a smarter method, to go in the smarter method, to do quicker method. See here, the quicker method for this one is, see the option. If it is AP, we know there must be a same common difference. No, first option, if you see, the first option is given as 10. Can 10 be at the place of x? If 10 is in the place of it, what will happen? The common difference first will be 2, then it will become 10. Is that possible? Common difference must be same. And option B is minus 10. How suddenly you will get minus B minus 10 at the place of x? It is not possible. Again there is one more option, 14. Is 14 possible to be at the place of x? Yes, it is possible. How? 8, 14, 20. See the common difference? 6. Again 6. See? From one number when it jumps to other number, 6 and 6 is the common difference. See? So therefore 14 is the right answer, option C. Otherwise there is one more method. Again go to AN method, again put substitute, find the x, this method. But be smarter. This will take just 1 second, 2 seconds of your work. Okay? So by seeing the options, be smarter and just mark it. So option C is the right answer. Okay? Let us go to the 9th one. 9th one is very simple, direct formula they have asked. The first term and the last term of the AP is A and L respectively. Then the sum of first n terms. This is the direct formula, you know. Remember, you know this formula, Sn formula, n by 2, okay, A plus L. This is the formula. Remember, there is one more formula also, n by 2, A, 2A plus n minus 1D, okay. This is the two formula you need to remember for Sn, okay. Either one of the formula they might give an exam, okay. So these two formula. So here is option C. Option C is the right answer, right option that you have to select. Be very careful when you select, okay. See, n by 2 AL, okay. So let us go to the next one quickly for 10th one, okay. 10th one, they are given a quadratic equation, okay. The roots of the quadratic equation, is 4x square minus 81 is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation. If you see the quadratic equation here, there is no b term, no. It is very easy to do. Just substitute. See how? Just simplify. Not simplify. So 81 minus, it comes to the right hand side, becomes plus 81. So x square will remain there, 81 by 4. Okay, x equal to square root of 81 by 4. So x equal to square root of 81 is how much? It is 9. Square root of 4 is 2. we know that in quadratic equation you get two answers, therefore you have to put plus or minus. Okay, plus or minus 9 by 2. Two answers. No, quadratic equation you get two answers for the x. Okay, so which option satisfies? Option B satisfies. Okay, you understand? It's very simple. Therefore, for you know, you should never for in your life from 1 to 20 the squares and the square roots of 1 to 20 you should remember. That will help you very much in Pythagoras theorem solving, in solving many problems in your future also. So my suggestion for you is to remember 1 to 20 square and square roots. Okay. So this is option D is the right answer. Let's quickly go to the 11th question. 11th question is direct. They are asking us to find the roots of the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. This is the quadratic formula equation. What is the quadratic formula equation? X equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, this is the formula again you need to remember. So here the option B is the right answer. Be very careful. Okay, option B is the right answer. So my suggestion for you is one more tip here is be very calm in your exam. If at all you are tensed, if you are like you are stuck somewhere, you will become tense. You will make, because here if there is one mistake, one wrong, 2 marks. You know how you are evaluated? 40 marks. They will double it. Then again 20 marks from your internal assessment. So it is like one answer is 2 marks for you. So you should be very careful when you, before marking OMR sheet. Be very smart. Okay, again I am telling smart because MCQ, that is how you need to be. You should be very smart. Otherwise you can't solve MCQs. Okay. So now let us go to the next one. Okay, next one is 12th question. In finding the roots of quadratic equation, this is the quadratic equation and they are asking us in finding this one. Okay. By the method of factorization, we know that there are 3 methods to find the roots of the quadratic equation. Okay, what are the 3 methods? The first method is the formula method, then it is factorization method, then we have least square method. But this year you all just learned the factorization method and the formula method. That the 2 methods you have learned. Okay, there is also graphical method, but it will be in your higher studies. Now in here it is method of factorization. They are asking the middle term minus x can be written. How can the middle term, factorization method is splitting up. You are decomposing the number into 2 parts. Okay, what is the method that you have learned here? Okay, the method is you have to first multiply this term and this term. If you multiply this and this becomes 6 into minus 2 minus 12. Then what is the number here? Minus 1. First step, the method of factorization is multiply the first term and the last term. Okay, I wrote minus 12. Middle term you write like that only. Why minus 1? There is no number here. With the sign, don't forget with the sign. Then you write multiplication sign here, plus sign here. Now what is the logic of method of factorization? You have to find 2 number such that when you multiply the 2 number, the answer is minus 12. When you add the 2 numbers, the answer is minus 1. You're understanding now? I'm telling again, see, you have to find the 2 numbers. Which 2 numbers, when you multiply, you will get minus 12. When you add, you get minus 1. What is that option that is going here? If you see your options here, I will put options here. Option A tells 3x and minus 4x. Okay. See now, 3x and minus 4x, first option I'm taking. If you multiply, okay, 3 and 4, just numbers is to multiply, 3 and minus 4. When I multiply, I get 4 3s are 12 and minus. So minus 12, it is satisfying. Okay. Then when I add 3 minus 4, when I add, okay, 3 minus 4 is how much? Opposite signs, you have to subtract 1, greater number is minus 1. See, when I add, I am getting minus 1. When I multiply, I am getting minus 12. Therefore, option A itself is the right one. No need to go to the next option itself. Okay, I hope you understand this. You can expect in the examination, because here there is idea that you have to put into mind. There is a concept here. You have to use your mind. Just use the logic behind this one. That is why this is the important question that you have to remember. Okay, let us quickly go to the next question. 14th question. If I see the 14th question here, in the right angle triangle, I will put a right angle triangle here. Okay, right angle triangle AB. So they are telling B is 90 degrees, so I am putting B here. Okay, and I'll write A here and I'll write C here. And if tan C is root 3, find the angle A. They're asking us find the angle A. Angle what? What is the angle they're asking us? Okay. So now, what is tan C? Okay. if theta is here, I'll put theta here. No, because tan C means I'll put the theta at C. Okay, it is root 3 by 1. So root 3 comes here. Okay, 1 comes here. Okay, so now what is root 3? For what angle you will get? Tan C must be equal to root 3 by 1 in value table. Root 3 where it comes? It comes as 60 degree. So this is 60 degree. If this is 60 degree, this is 90 degree. What will be this angle? We know the sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degree. 90 is gone, 60 is gone, then remaining is 30 degree. So 30 plus 60 is 90, 90 plus 90, 180. Therefore, this is 30 degree. Angle A is 30 degree. So, which option? Option A itself is the right answer. You are lucky in most of the question. Angle A is answer. Sorry, option A or B only. Option A or B only is the right answer. Option A and B only is the right answer. Let us go to the next question. Let us go to the next question. Next question, if you see, sin theta, option A is the right answer, the last one. Okay. So next question, 15th one. Sin theta is equal to 3 by 5. Okay. If sin theta is equal to 3 by 5, the value of 1 minus cos square theta is how much they are asking. Okay. If you see something like square, okay, it is definitely from the identities, trigonometric identities. Okay. What is trigonometric identity here? We know that sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Then sin square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. So 1 minus cos square theta can be written as sin square theta. No. So sin square theta, okay, is 1 minus cos square theta. So sin theta they are already given, it is 3 by 5. So I'll put 3 by 5 and I will square them. Okay, because square. Okay, if it's square then we get 3 square is 9, 5 square is 25, 9 by 5 is the right answer, and option C satisfies this answer. Okay, so if you find anything in terms of squares, it is nothing but in the concept of trigonometric identities. Okay, so be very careful and solve it. So this is the, hope you understood this one. Let us quickly go to the next one. 16th question. Okay, 16th question, if you see, sin alpha plus beta is equal to 1, cos alpha minus beta is equal to 1. Okay, where alpha plus beta is less than 90 degree, then the value of, they are asking us find the value of alpha and value of beta. See, such questions, no, it will look longer, it will look like, oh, what is this? You will find like whether it is difficult. It will be actually very easy. If you see some problem which is lengthy, or if you see something like alpha, beta or something, actually it will be very easy. They bring all that to make you somewhat confusing and bring fear in you so that you get confused. Actually it will be very easy. Be calm. Okay. So now how to find this one? Okay. See, very quickly, I will just use our concept, okay, of trigonometry. Now, sin alpha plus beta, I'll write here again. What is 1? In place of 1, can I write sin? What is the value table, trigonometric value table? In sin, where you will get 1? You will get sin 90 is equal to 1, no? So I will put sin 90 here. Okay. Again, see, cos alpha minus beta is equal to 1 in cos value, trigonometric value. Where do you get 1? At cos 0, no? It is opposite. You know, I hope you remember how to write the trigonometric value table. Sin you will write and write ulta for cos. So if sin 90 is 1, cos 0 will be 1. So cos 0 is 1. Okay? Cos 0 degree. So now if you see, last class also in model paper 1 also I have told you, it is actually, they come here and it becomes inverse trigonometric fraction. For you, just remember that it cancels off. So what will be remaining will be alpha plus beta is equal to 90 degree. Just cancel it off. So alpha minus beta is equal to 0 degree. So again, it is elimination method. See, no need to just cancel it off. 2 alpha is equal to 90 plus 0, 90 degree. Okay, alpha is equal to 90 by 2, that is 45. So 45 degrees alpha. No need to find beta, and don't waste finding beta because we know the answer. If you see the options here, Option D says 45 degree and 45 degree. So only one has 45 degree in the option. Okay, just quickly select D1. No need to find beta and sit here because I told you, nobody is asking for your steps and solution, everything they are asking. Just the right option. So select the right option. The right option here is option D. Option D is the right answer. We got one alpha is 45, beta is also will be 45 of course. So this is the answer for the next one. Let's quickly go into the next question. So next question, if you see, I'll go to the 17th one. The 17th one, they're given a drawing here. It is again from the concept of trigonometry. You see here, okay, here B, A, C. Okay, they're given this angle 30 degree and this value is 6 centimeter. Now in the figure ABC, right angle B 90 degree, BC is 6 centimeter, angle A is 30 degree. Then find the length. They are asking us what is the length of this AC, what is the length of this one. So we know this is again from application of trigonometry. There in application of trigonometry, you are applying the concept of trigonometry. You need to know where to apply what theta. So here we know we have to find AC. Then what theta you will apply here? Okay, you have to apply. Okay, if you want this one and theta is 30 degree here at A. So I better apply, we know, cos theta. What is cos theta? Cos theta or sin theta. Sin theta will be better here. Okay, sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse. We want hypotenuse, no? See how hypotenuse here. So I can quickly write, okay, sin 30 degree, opposite to theta is 6. And this I don't know, it is AC. So sin, what is sin 30? Sin 30 is half. Okay, 6 by AC. So now just cross multiply, AC will come here, 2 will go here, 6 into 2, so AC is equal to 12 centimeter. So this is the answer. Because theta is here, you can even see, you can just, you know what theta is, this is 30, this is 90, this will be 60. Then after taking 60, you can apply cos theta. No need, very quickly, you can apply sin theta here, opposite by theta, opposite by, this is hypotenuse, 6 by AC. Okay, then cross multiplication, then find. One question definitely you can expect from applying what type of theta in the question. Okay, so let us go to the, so here option right and option is, option B is the right option. Okay, let us go to the next one. So 18th question, if which of the following is the correct relation? They are asking us which is the correct relation. It is based on the formula. If you remember the formula, last class also I told you, even now I am telling, you make a formula sheet of yourself. Because directly from the formula, they will easily ask 10 questions, nearly 10 questions directly from the formula. So you make a formula sheet, 10 marks means 20 marks equal to 20 marks for just making a formula sheet. Okay, there are you even internet, if you want formula sheet, I have an formula sheet, you can just put it in the comment box, I will put your phone number, I will send you the formula sheet. Or else you only make your formula sheet so that when you make it, you will remember the formulas and you can see it every day. Just stick it somewhere in your room so that every day you can see and be perfect with the formulas, because these formulas what you are studying, it is the basic and foundation throughout your life. Even if you go to commerce stream, science stream, any stream, these are the foundation for you. So therefore, you make the formula sheet. So here, which of the following is the correct relation they are telling? If you see all the option, if you know the formulas, all the formulas, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Only that is the right one. Rest all option, if you see, it is all different and wrong equations. So I will just cut it off. Option D is the right answer. Okay, for this one, option D. Sin square plus cos square theta is 1 is the correct relation. Here they are asking correct relation. In exam they might ask which is the wrong one. Whether they ask find the correct one or the wrong one, what you have to do, you need to know the formulas. Okay. So let us go to the next one. 19th question. Again directly from the formula. Okay. It is the midpoint of the line segment. A x1 y1, B x2 y2. Midpoint formula they are asking. What is the midpoint formula? We know the midpoint formula. Pxy is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. This is the midpoint formula. If you check out the options here, option B satisfies our formula. So option B is the right one. So direct formula, nothing more than direct formula they ask. Okay, let us go to the next one. Next one is 20th question. So we have come to the mid of our question paper. Okay, the distance between the point. Again, distance formula direct. Okay, the points are given. The coordinates are 0, 5, and b is equal to minus 5 comma 0. We know the distance formula. Distance formula is square root of x2 x1 whole square plus y2 y1 whole square. So when I substitute here, again you be very careful. If you feel you do mistake, write like this, right above the number. Okay, I told you there is in the last sheets they will give few sheets for your working, 3-4 sheets for a working place. Go there and you can work out there. Okay. So now x2 is minus 5, x1 is 0 square plus y2 is 0 minus of 5. So here if you see minus 5 square 0, no, anything added or subtracted to 0 is 0. Nobody, still there are few students who I still see who tells if you multiply some number with 0 you will get the number itself. If you multiply something with 0 you will get 0 itself. If you add something or subtract something with the 0 you will get number itself. Remember this one. Okay. So now minus 5 minus 0 is again subtracting or adding anything is the same number itself. Here also it is minus 5 itself. So this also I hope you know this concept also. The square of any negative integer is always positive only. So 5 square is 25, 25 again 5 square 25. So it is root 50. So root 50 is not there in our option. What they have done? They have brought it outside. How to bring it outside? 50 I can write 25 into 2. 25 is how much? 25 is 5 square. So you can write 5 square into 2. So when it comes outside, what is the answer? 5 will come outside, root 2 will remain. So 5 root 2 is the right answer. Which option satisfies? Option C is the right answer. So be very careful and solve it. Okay. See, most of the times in your regular exam, if there was no MCQ pattern, you would have done somewhere wrong. But here you have options to check. Okay. So use that opportunity. Check for options and do it. Okay. Let us go to the next one. So next question is 21st. Okay, it is a graph. They have given even this type of question was there in your model paper 1 also. It is very easy. Just they're checking whether you know to understand the graph, to read the graph. Here, if you see the given one diagram, okay, I'll just draw what portion you want. That's all. Okay, they have given one line like this, and here it is 3, 2, 1, 0. Here it is 0, 1, 2, 3, and there is one line here till 3. Okay, and there is one line coming from here, okay, at P. Okay, they are asking us, okay, and there are again 4 here, and this point if you see here, it is 5 is here. Okay, this is the diagram given. They are asking us to find the length of BP. Okay, and this is B itself. This is BP, so very easy it is. You have to find BP distance. How many coordinates are there between? 2 coordinates, 3 to 4 and 4 to 5. There are 2 coordinates, 2 boxes here, right? Okay, this you know, I know all of you know to read the graph. Okay, it is very easy. BP distance is 2 units. So 2 units is the right answer. So where is the 2 units? It is option A itself. So this question paper, if you see, most of the answers are at option A or option B. Okay, and don't be like in exams. It will be like that only. It will be A or B. I'll mark that only. No. It may be a different way, it can be any options, okay. I think your batch did not study the concept of probability, okay. If you study the concept of probability, you will get to know, okay. Here, it is just the probability of correct answer is 25%, that's all, okay. If your correct is, if you put right, 100%, if you do somewhere wrong, this got 75% times you might go wrong. Simply mark modadrinda, simply if you mark, 75% chances that you will go wrong. Because probability is when you go to higher classes, you will study the concept of probability. Again, let us go to the next one. See, next one is again 22nd question. Directly they are asking. It is from the section formula. Okay. See here, if Pxy divides the line AB in the ratio m1 is to m2, then find the x and y equal to. What is the section formula? Section formula, you know. Section formula is, okay, Pxy is how much? So section formula, if you see here, m1 x2 plus m2 x1, m1 plus m2. This is for x, and for y you know m1 y2 m2 y1 m1 plus m2. Remember here, okay, 1 and 2, 2 and 1, 1 and 1 will not be together. Okay, this you remember. If you check all the options, option B is the right one for this. So select option. We see most of the most question that we saw here, Okay, it is directly from the formulas. So again I'm telling, understand the formulas. Let us go to the next one. Next one, it is from OG. More than OG they are given here. Okay. Earlier you should do. They're asking. I'll just write it off and then tell what is the question. 50. This also very smarter method is there. No need to go to the longer methods. You should be very smart if you understand. This is the 85, 69, 50, 37, 15. Okay. This is the box given in the cumulative frequency distribution table given below. The number of families in the range 20,000 to 25,000. 20 to 25,000 range again. How many families are there? They are asking us the number of families that are there. We know in less than or more than. Okay, more than what is to do? See from down, see it is going on. Here it is 100. It is going on decreasing. No. So how do you get in between these? How many families are there? It is very simple. Just subtract these both. Okay, otherwise there are again lengthy method. You have to again bring back to the normal. You have to make into frequency distribution. Okay, this you have to again bring it to normal frequency. This again you should make it in between all that. Very simple method is 20 to 25 mid range. How many are there? 50 minus 20, 37 is how much? 50 minus 37 is 13. Okay, so 13 is the right answer. 20 to, if they asked 10 to 15, just subtract this both. If they ask 30, 25 to 30 to 25 to 30, just subtract this both. Very simple. So here if I subtract this both, answer is 13. Answer C is the right answer for this one. Okay, let us quickly go to the next one. Next one is again from the concept of statistics. So statistics again, see here, average marks scored by a student in test of 6 subject is 80. Average, you know this formula, mean is nothing but average. Don't confuse, simple. Okay, last class also I told you. What is average? Average is sum of all the observations divided by number of observations. Okay, here if you see, the average marks scored by the student in 6 subjects, average marks is 18. Okay, and in how much subject? N is 6 subjects. So let us find sigma x and keep 18 into 6 sigma x. 18 6 is 108. Okay, sigma x, this is the total. When I add all the marks, I am getting 108. I will stop here. The sum of marks scored by him in 5 subjects is 86. In 5 subjects, if I add, it is 86 it seems. Okay, so in 5 subjects it is 80. In 5 subjects it is 86. Then the marks scored by in a 6 subject. See, very easy it is. Here it is 6 subject. Don't know what we have done here. For 6 subject it is 108. For 5 subject it is 86. The last subject, how do you get? Just subtract both of it. So 108 minus 86. So 2 and 2. So 22 is the right answer. Option D is the right one. Okay. It is just, see, again here they are checking you whether you have understood the concept of mean, okay, average. Okay. That is the right answer. Let us go quickly to the next one. Next question, if you see 25th one is again easy, directly from the formula. And there is one formula, empirical relationship between mean, mode and central tendencies. Central tendencies means mean, mode and median are the 3 central tendencies. Okay. So here the formula is, the formula 3 median. Okay, this is the important formula. In both paper it was there. You can expect a question in the examination also. 90% you can expect it. Okay. So this is the formula. So here if you see here, the median and the mode of a group scores are 26 and 29 respectively. Then find the mean. Okay. Median is given. Median is 26. Mode is given, that is 29. You have to find the mean. I will put into the formula. If I put in 3 into 26, okay, 29 plus 2 mean. I don't know mean. Okay. If I don't know mean now, 2 into 26, we know 2 26, it is 25 plus, it becomes 78, 29 plus 2 mean. So now just this substitution, 78 minus 29 is equal to 2 mean. So 78 minus 29 is 49, 49 into 2 mean. So 49 divided by 2, it will come here, 49 divided by 2 is mean. So 49 divided by 2 is how much? It is 24.5. So mean is 24.5. Which option satisfies? Option D here satisfies our answer. So this is the right answer. Very directly they have asked us. Okay, that's the last. If you see last model paper 1, they just have the formula. Okay, remember this formula: 3 median, mode plus 2 mean. Okay, You make your own, to remember the formula, you know there are many methods. You create your own method to remember the formula. You put a song, you put some method to remember, something you know that there are different methods to remember. You have your own methods to remember. Okay, so you remember the formula. So let us go to the next, quickly the next one. So next one is again from the trigonometry. So here if you see they are given as a diagram. Okay, they are given as a diagram. A, B, C, 2 centimeter here, 2 centimeter here. Okay, in the figure angle B is 90, it seems. Okay, AB and BC are same, and then find the length of AB. They are asking us to find the length of AC. What is AC? AC is the hypotenuse. How do you find it? Two values are given. Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem states that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the other two sides. The square of the hypotenuse AC square is equal to 2 square plus 2 square. So AC square is equal to sum of squares of other two sides. 2 square is 4, again 4. So AC square is equal to 8. So AC equal to square root of 8. Again decomposing this one. 8 you can write 4 into 2. So 4 comes outside. 2 root 2. 2 root 2 is the right answer. 2 root 2 is option A. So option A is the right option. 2 root 2. Okay. So let us do this directly. Okay, applying the concept of Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Next one, 27th one, very easy. Okay, it is BPT. Just they directly asking the BPT. They given the diagram also. Okay, you know BPT. Okay, theorem you know. Okay, see here two lines which are parallel. Okay, now how to apply BPT theorem? If you apply the BPT theorem, they are asking that in the diagram ABC, DE and BC are parallel to each other. And the relation, which relation is true? Which is true? They are asking. Okay, if you see the options, we instead of seeing the option, directly apply. Okay, you see AD by AB is equal to AE by AC is the BPT. So theorem. If you see the option, okay, all the option. If you see the option, we will get to know only one option is right. Okay, this is the right option. We said C. Option C is the right answer. Okay, they directly applying the BPT. Since they can't ask you theorem. Okay, here nobody asks you to write entire theorem and all. They'll ask what is the concept of the theorem like this. Okay, so you see the theorem. Okay, see, solve one or two problems. Okay, anyhow in future I will make videos on each chapter. What are the concepts that is remember for each chapters. Okay, let's quickly go to the 28th question. 28th question, if you see, again it is on the area ratio theorem. It was there in your model paper 1 also, it is here also. You can expect again this question in examination. Okay, so here they are telling two triangles. Diagram is not given, I am only putting the diagram. Okay, ABC and PQ are similar. You know area ratio theorem can be applied to triangles which are similar. Therefore, they are telling these both are similar. And the areas, the ratios of the areas are 25 by 9. Okay, they are asking if the BC length is 5. What is the length of QR? Okay, we know the area ratio theorem. Area ratio theorem states that AR ABC, okay, area PQR is equal to square of, okay, all the sides. Okay, now only one side I want, so BC is by QR whole square. So area, they are given us area ratio. Okay, it is 25 by 9. Okay, BC is 5, QR is don't know. So it is square again. The square when it comes back to here, it becomes square root. Square root of 25 by 9 is equal to 5 by QR. So 25 by 9, when you put it, make it proper, 25 by 9 become 5 by, yes, it is 5 by 3. I'll quickly erase this, don't have space here, sorry. Okay. So it is 25, root 25 is 5, root 9 is 3. So 5 by 3, 5 by QR. Now you rearrange it. QR, it will go here. So it will come here. 5 3s are 15. 15 by 5. So if you 5 1s are 5 3s are. 3 is the right answer. Where is the 3 here? So option B says 3. So this is the right answer. Let us quickly go to the next one. This is just applying. You can definitely expect a question from area ratio theorem because it's again important concept. Okay. So be very careful when you apply the area ratio theorem. Okay. So you solve few questions that are there in your textbooks. The few beginning problems are enough. Don't need to go into deeper problems. Select the beginning questions. Okay. So let us go to the next one. 29th question. The measure of three angles of the triangle are in the ratio. Okay. It seems a triangle. Okay. this ratio is, all the angle ratio is 1:2:3 ratio. Then the triangle, what type of triangle it is, they are asking us. Okay, how do you find? We know. Okay, let us think that this is 1x, this is 2x, this is 3x, because it is ratios given. Okay, we know the sum of all the angles in a triangle is 180 degree. I'll put 180 here. Okay, now when I add all this, 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. All are like terms, I can easily add them. So 6x is equal to 180, x equal to 180 by 6. So we know 6 1s are 6 3s are, x equal to 30 degree. When x is 30 degree, I'll put back to again here. 1x is 1x means 1 into 30, it is 30 degree. 2x is nothing but 2 into 30, it is 60 degree. Then 3x is equal to 3 into 30, it is 90 degree. If you see here, one angle is 90 degree. If only one angle in a triangle is 90 degree, then it must be a right angle triangle. So if you see the option, equilateral, isosceles, right angle, obtuse angle. So right answer is right angle. So right angle, it is a right angle triangle. Okay. Let us go to this option. Here option B. Option B is the right option that you need to select. Let us quickly go to the next one. The next question, if you see 30th question, the true statement in the following, they are asking us if it is a true statement. Okay, the true first one, I'll tell the statement one by one. Two similar triangles are always congruent. What do you mean by congruent triangles? You would have studied 9th standard. Congruent triangle means exactly same, everything, the angles are same, the lengths are same, it is like both our hands, see, just equally false on us. But similar is different. Similar means it is like I and but we look similar. Okay. The sizes are same. Sizes may be different, but we look similar. Okay, your first option, two similar triangles are always congruent. Okay, is this statement true? No, it may be or it may be. Most of the time, it can't be itself. Okay, next question. Okay, a square and rectangle are similar. Can square and rectangle are similar? No, how it is similar? Square is like this, rectangle is like this. How these both are similar? Can't be. Next question. Two equilateral triangles are always similar. Can be no. Two equilateral triangles can be similar. Can be similar, can be congruent and similar are same. Okay. Next. So this option is right. So no need to go to the next one. It's the last option I'll read. A square and rhombus are always similar. It can't be similar. Rhombus is different shape. Square is different shape. It can't be similar. So option C is the right option here. So select option C. Okay, here also, if you see in textbook, there is fill in the blanks in your triangle chapter. Okay, fill in the blanks, true or false, all that you have to read once and understand the concept. Okay, let us go to the next one. 30th is over. Let us go to quickly to the 31st question. The lengths of tangent drawn to a circle from a point outside is, this is again directly from the theorem. You know, the length of tangent drawn from an external point to the circle is are equal. You know, no, one circle. From external point, if you draw two tangents, this length will be equal. So option B here is the right one. It is directly from the concept of theorem. Okay, the circles chapter. Okay, let us go to the next one. That is 32nd one. 32nd one. They are given a drawing like this. Okay, they are telling us this is a drawing. Okay, this is a drawing that they are given. Again, this is the concept of the circles. Concept of the circles. Okay. So D here, E here. Okay, in the given circle with center O, okay, ACB, line ACB, AE and BD are tangents. AE and BD are the tangents, it seems. Okay, if AB is 12, if total this is 12, it seems this is 12 centimeter total. Okay, AE is 3 centimeter. This is 3 centimeter. Okay, find the length of BD. They are asking us to find the length of, what is this length? This is again from the concept of same theorem that we just studied. See how we will do it. Okay, we know that from external point, two tangents are coming like this, no? If these two tangents are coming from me, the length will be same. If this is 3, this also will be 3, no? This also will be, this is 3, what will be this length? 12 minus 3. This full length is 12. 12 minus 3 is how much? It is 9. So this CB is 9, you know, B is the external point, two tangents are coming from D, BC and D are two tangents. If this is 9, this also will be 9. So this both are should be same. This option is also, answer is 9 centimeters. So option D is the right one. Okay, see this concept is again important. Okay. Let's quickly move on to the next one. Option D is the right one. Next 33 one is very easy. They are given a figure, okay, and they are asking us to find the secant. What is secant? Just know the concept. Tangent, what is tangent? A line that touches the circle only one point. That is tangent. What is radius? A line that from the center to the circumference. Radius you all know. What is it? Secant. Secant is a line that cuts the circle into two parts and go. It is a line. It cuts and goes. So it goes inside the circle. It touches at 2 points. Okay. So if you see the circle in the drawing here, there is one line which is going like this, and that line is x and y. So only this one can be the secant. Tangent with you one more run. This is the tangent. Tangent is touching at 1 point. Okay. You know chord is a line that touches at 2 points, but it is not a line. Okay. Here they are asking us what is a secant. So secant is xy. It cuts the circle and goes away. Okay. So xy is the secant. So secant. So option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. Okay. Quickly go to the next one. Next one is 34th one. 34th one is the concept of construction. I'll quickly draw the line. They're telling a student divided a line of 9 centimeter. It seems there is a line. Okay. AB is a line. Okay. It is 9 centimeter long. Okay. This you would have done for 2 marks in construction. Okay. In the ratio 2:3 is dividing the line. In the ratio 2:3 since he is dividing it. Okay. So 2:3 means 2x and 3x. Okay. I told you ratio means you put x and x. Okay. Same thing we did just now. Okay. So geometrically I have shown the figure. The current length of AN and MB obtained. What is the current length of AN and MB? They are telling us after you divide in that ratio, what will be the length? This used to do in the scale. If you remember in your examination, you used to draw it, do the construction, everything. Then you used to find the length. Then you should verify also. Cross check it by putting the ratios. Okay, here just cross check it and find the value of AM and MB. Okay, how to find AM and MB? We know 2x plus 3x is equal to 9. Correct? This must be equal to 9. 2x plus like terms you can add 5x is equal to 9. So x equal to 9 by 5. So 9 by 5, do very carefully, it becomes what? 1.8. So x equal to 1.8. If x is equal to 1.8, what is 2x? 2 into 1.8. 2 into 1.8 is 18. 2 is 36. Again 3.6. This is 3.6. No need to do the next one also. See the option. Only option C tells AM is 3.6 directly. No need to sit and do and time waste for MB. Just quickly go 3.6. This 3.6 comes in option C. So C is the right option. So select C and go ahead. Okay. Now quickly go to the next one. 35th question is very simple. They are telling the correct relation between the sides of a triangle ABC. ABC, they give a triangle like this. It is a right angle triangle. So A here, B here, C here. They are asking us what is the relation. If it is right angle theorem, what is the relation? Just now we solved one problem. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Okay. So B square is equal to A square plus C square. Hypotenuse square is equal to other two square of other two sides. This is the right relation. This relation, it is option D. This is applying the Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Option D is the right one. Let's quickly go to the next one. Next question is from the last chapter from part 2. You know it is surface area and volumes. Surface area and volumes, you know here, you need to know the formulas. Okay, I will do one more video very coming soon. How to remember all the formulas, all surface area, volume formulas in a logical way, not just by heart. If you by heart, you will understand, you will forget it and you won't understand it properly and you can't apply your mind with the problems. So I will bring him, I have this resolved method which makes you understand the concepts of this surface area volumes and also not to by heart the formulas. Okay, I will do that. That video will be uploaded very soon. Let us go to the 36th one now. The volume and the surface area of sphere is numerically equal. Then the radius of sphere. They are telling the volume and surface area of sphere are equal it seems. So I put a formula. What is the formula of volume of sphere? Volume of sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. You know, no. Volume is cube, pi r cube. And surface area. Okay. Surface area of sphere. Surface area of sphere. Surface area of sphere is how much? It is 4 pi r square. You know, no. Sphere. Sphere means it comes out of 4 circles. One circle is pi r square. Therefore 4 square. It is 4 pi r square. We are telling these both are numerically equal. So what I will do? I will just equal this both. 4 pi r cube is equal to 4 by 3 pi r square. 4 by 3 pi r cube is equal to 4 pi r cube. 4 and 4 on both the sides we cancel off, pi and pi cancels off, so remaining is, see here, r square and r cube and r square. R square and 1 r square cancel, remaining is 1 r. So 1 by 3 r is equal to 1. So r is equal to, this 3 goes here, so r is equal to 3. So radius is 3 units. Option A is the right answer. Okay, just equating it and just finding the value of r. Okay, you need to know the formula for this. Without knowing the formula, it is gone. Then you should do inky ponky only. Okay, then we'll go to the next one, 37th one. The funnel given in the figure. Okay, this is the drawing. Okay, this is a funnel, you know, they used to use this earlier. I don't know how many of them have seen it. In petrol bank they use even now. Okay, or in earlier days to fill your gas, is to fill your they used to fill this kerosene. Okay, so if you see this diagram, they're telling us the funnel given is the combination of what figures? It is combination of what figures? If you see here, okay, there is one cylinder here and one more. This is not cone, don't forget it is not cone. It is, see, if I cut it here, it becomes, okay, one frustum of cone and one frustum of cone means it is like your glass. Your glass you drink, no, you are drinking water glass, it is frustum of cone. Okay, frustum of cone and cylinder. So what is the combination? Option B, a cylinder and frustum. This is the frustum of cone and this is the cylinder. Option B is the right option. So let us quickly go to the next one. Last 3 remaining, last 38th one. So 38th one, if you see, they are given a diagram, okay. It is again from the combination, you know what you are studying this year is the combination of shapes, okay. So here if you see, it is like a capsule, okay, it is like a long capsule, okay, solid shape of cylinder and 2 hemispheres. One cylinder and 2 hemispheres attached both the sides are stuck each other like this. The radius, I mean they are given all the details, this is r it seems, okay. And this also is R and this is H. They are asking us the volume of the solid. What is the volume of the solid? And they are given some options. Okay, you have to put the answer in terms of formula only. Okay, how to do the volume? You should just add all the volumes. What is the volume of sphere first? What is the volume of first? Will go to the cylinder. What is the total volume? Total volume. First you have to know the volume of cylinder. What is the volume of cylinder? It is pi r square h. Correct? This is the formula. Okay. Next, plus, if you see here, hemisphere for hemisphere, if it both are attached, it becomes sphere. No, it is same radius. You can attach it. What is the formula for a sphere? Just now we solved 4 by 3 pi r cube. Okay. So 4 by 3 pi r cube is the volume of sphere. Why I did sphere? Either you can take 2 hemisphere. It is same you will get. But since it is hemisphere, you can attach it, becomes sphere, no? That is why I have done like this. Now take it out common, r is common. So r square and pi is common, I will take it out outside. Remaining here is h will remain here. See, r square and pi will come out. Here 4 by 3 will remain like this. Pi has come out, r square has come out, only 1 r will remain. If you check, this is the maximum thing that you can do. If you search for the options here, option A will satisfy this one. So this is the option A is the right answer for this. Okay. So here again I told you, knowing the formula, you must know the formula. Without knowing the formula, you can't even attempt any questions from here. Okay. Let us go to the next one. The next one, we go to the 39th one. The height and the radius of the cone. Okay, cone, you know, this is the cone. Okay, height is given. Height is 12 and radius is 5. Find the slant height. This also we had one question in model paper 1. What is the relation between the slant height, height and the radius? It is right angle triangle here. Therefore, it is L square is equal to h square plus r square. You know, slant height concept comes only in the cone. Okay, nowhere it comes. Okay, this is the formula that we know. So L square we want. So we want L. H square is 12 square and 5 square. 12 square is 144. 5 square is 25. So if you add this both, 144 plus 25, how much you get? 144 is 169. 169 L square is equal to square root of 169. Square root of 169 is 13. I told you, you need to buy at all the square roots up to 20. Okay, so 169 is 13, or else last class I told you Pythagoras triplet. There are triplet. This is the triplet, no? 5, 12 and 13 are the triplet. If you remember this directly, we can write the answer. No need to solve also. Directly, option tick ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. So option, so 13 is at option C. Option C is the right answer for this. Last question. Okay. Now go to the last question. See, the last question is very little tricky, not very easy, but most of us, even I got a little confused when I saw it. A frustum of cone shaped jaggery, on the belled hachchu, okay? It is jaggery, it is in the frustum of cone, okay? It is melted and remolded completely. Melt ಮಾಡಿ, remold ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, okay? In the shape of spear, okay? What? Frustum of cone, okay? Just like this. It is melted and remolded. I'll write like this: melted and remolded to form of spear. Okay. Then the volume of spear. They're asking us what is the volume of spear. This is like, okay, when we were a child we used to get confused. What is that? They should give us riddles, puzzles, no? Like 1 kg of iron is more or 1 kg of cotton is more. Most of the time we should tell 1 kg of iron is more. But how it will be more? 1 kg of cotton is also 1 kg of iron, both are same. But what matters, the quantity changes, that's all. Kg means same. Okay, same here. This jaggery you are molded and you are melted and remolded. Volume will remain same. ಅದೇ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ನೀರನ್ನ you take a water of 1 liter, you shift it to bottle to glass, both way it will be same water itself. So therefore option D is the right one, equal to the volume of frustum. Whatever is the volume irutte, ಅಷ್ಟೇ volume it will have, no? Otherwise see 3 times, 2 times, half, what you will do, you will break your head putting all the formulas and you will go confused and you will put some 3 times or 2 times and come off. It is very easy, it is just same volume, same thing but in your problem you used to do it. So friends, so that's all. We have solved all the 40 questions. Okay, I hope you have understood. So today I have tried to finish in exactly 1 hour maybe. So last class I took 1.5 hours. So actually your model paper 1 was little difficult, means little more of concepts, and here it was directly more of the formulas. See, what I am expecting in exam is there might be many easy questions and direct questions. So getting more marks in maths is very important, because for a higher education, when you go to the class, when you go to the colleges now, we know because of this pandemic situation, they might give you one more competitive exam, entrance exam there, and there also you need to know these concepts. If you forget there, again you will not get good seat. Or else some colleges may see your maths and science marks. So maths marks and science marks are very important. So you have to score very well. You can get more than, say I told you 1 mark is equal to 2 marks, because they are doubling it, 40 and double, and again internal assessment marks. Internal assessment marks we teachers give, you are our students, we try to give as much as more possible to you, but external examination, this time is OMR, we are not correcting. OMR machines will correct, they'll put the OMR sheet in the machine will get the details and data. It is all, no man will go there. We are not going to evaluation. We can't tell our students I will put marks. No, it is all, okay, this time it is all computerized OMR sheets. So that's all. So my last suggestion is I'll again come up with videos from each chapter, important concepts from each chapter. Okay, in further days, my last request for all of you is kindly follow this page, kindly subscribe to our channel SciMath videos, kindly tell your kith and kin, your whoever the family members to subscribe this channel. We have videos on various concepts of science, mathematics. We also we're trying to bring the concept 8th standard, 9th standard, mathematics, science, everything. Even you go to the college, this channel will help you. Okay, so thank you all, thank you for watching. So good night.